Are you trying to live a more minimalist, simple, intentional life, and you know the holidays are coming up and you want to make sure that you choose the right gifts for your family? Well, then this is the video for you, because today I'm going to be talking about all of the gift ideas that I have for my children this year that I hope will help give you ideas for your kids as well. Obviously, this is not an exhaustive list, but I think there's some really great ones that will last the test of time. So if you're interested, keep watching. Hello, my name is Julie. I'm an occupational therapist, a mom of 2 little ones, and I make videos all about organization, minimalism, intentional and simple living. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and give this video a big thumbs up. And with all that said, let's jump right in. Let's talk about the holidays. They should be no different. We want to approach them with the same amount of care that we do the rest of the year. If you haven't seen my previous video that I posted all about my approach to gifting and holiday season as a minimalist, as someone who's trying to be more intentional, then make sure that you go back and watch that video. That might give you some context before you watch this gift guide. I will have it linked above and down below. You know the deal. Also, just to let you know, if you need additional support, I have a free Facebook group. If you're watching this video around about the time that it is posted, that means that my course, The Organized Mom, is now available to sign up. Kickstart intentional, simple living right before the end of the year, before the holidays, so that you can take back control of your life. You can start living with a proactive approach rather than always being reactive and feeling like a frazzled hot mess express, which is how I felt for years until I changed the way that I saw my lifestyle, my parenting. Game changer. So I would love to have you as part of our community, as part of our course. I have a lot of updates on Instagram, so make sure to follow me there, and also all the information will be down below in the description. Let's get into the gift guide specifically for kids. I will be having other videos for her and for him coming right up. This is specifically for children. So just to give you some context, I have a 5.5-year-old and an almost 3-year-old. I do think a lot of these gifts can be for multiple ages. I hope with this video that I give you some inspiration. I have a little handy dandy list on my phone. So let's start with the first one. So the first one is this beautiful emotion board, which I'm going to open up, from a company called Moon Picnic. They make the most beautiful toys. So I'm missing one of the little dowels, so I'm just gonna hold it up here. So this is an emotion board. This poor face looks very sad, so let's turn it around. Let's take away the tears. And it's so amazing when you just change the eyebrows, how you change motion on the face. So I'm just gonna hold it up like that for you, because the one eye might, the one eye is gonna fall. I need to get a little replacement dowel for it, you see? So basically these little pieces all fit on here, and it has a little instruction manual and it has all the faces on the back. But it's actually a really cool way to discuss different emotions with your kids, and you know, they can change, so like they can you change, everything is double-sided basically, except the eyebrows, I guess. You can make it wink, you can make it sad if they're feeling sad, so you would turn this around. You can make these into tears. It can be really, it's very, you know, it's very expressive and emotive. If you go on their website, which I'll have linked down below, they have the most beautiful gifts. The next thing on my list actually is a perpetual calendar, I think is what it's called. It's a wooden calendar that you can change out the months and the days so that your kids can always keep track of time. And I don't know about you, but my 5-year-old is obsessed with the calendar. You know, they learn the days of the week at school, and every day in school they will say, today is Monday, the 15th of September, or whatever it is. So it's definitely something that I think kids gravitate towards. That is something I definitely have my eye on. It is definitely a splurge item because it's wooden, it's handmade, it's gorgeous, but I think it's something that will last the test of time, last through multiple children. I guess it's not really a game or a toy per se, but I think it's very educational. It's kind of a piece of decor, to be honest. So I kind of want to get that for him, but we'll see. I do think that's beautiful, but anything on their website, gorgeous, amazing, amazing, and high quality. And because they're a little bit more expensive, it stops you from buying millions of gifts, which is what I spoke about in my previous video. You know, having higher quality eliminates the need to just go out and go crazy. So I think it's very important to be very selective about the gifts that you choose. Number 3, I don't think you can go wrong with this with any kid, but that is high quality art supplies. So I think it's better to rather have less crayons, markers. In South Africa, we call it kokies, pencil crayons. It's definitely better to have less of those wax crayons than millions. You know, I feel like kids are given them from birthday parties or grandparents or whatever, and they end up having tons of these kind of lost pencil crayons or crayons that are broken, that are just not, you're not able to care for them because you just have too many. But I think you can't go wrong getting nice high quality paper, so paper that is a little bit thicker for kids, because then if they want to draw quite like aggressively or use paint or something, it doesn't seep through the paper. Especially if you're going to give it as something like a Christmas gift, which is something a little bit more special. Having a nice pad of paper, I will link down below ones that I like and have my eye on, and then high quality crayons or markers. My older one especially loves these like smelly markers from Crayola, so nothing super special, but he loves them. So that is an idea. And also just, you want to look for markers that are low odor. You don't want to be giving kids Sharpies or things like that because they have a very strong pungent scent, which I'm sure is not healthy. I don't think you can go wrong if you're not sure what to get a child with getting nice high quality art supplies, whether that's like paintbrushes or markers or crayons, but some nice paper as well. If you have a little girl, any age really, as long, well, maybe not a baby, but as long as they have enough hair, a little girl that likes to wear bows, I highly recommend these little fabric bows that I found on Amazon. They are so adorable. There's a whole pack of them right here. They're so easy to put on. And you can also, I'm gonna just show you with this one, but you can also move the little clip, the back, so depending on which side of their head that you're going to put them on. My daughter is very girly and likes to wear dresses, will not wear anything else, and likes bows for the most part. So if she's in the mood and she'll let me, she's nearly 3 for reference, these bows really elevate like whatever she's wearing, and they're like linen. I feel like they're super high quality. I will link them down below. They are so cute and not something that I would expect to find on Amazon, so I took a bit of a risk, but really, really nice. I don't think I'll ever need to buy any more bows. They're like big enough that you can see them, but not so big that they are necessarily like taking over her whole head. I highly recommend those. I know it's random, but a really sweet little Christmas gift. Something else that I will actually be purchasing, or I have purchased for my daughter for her birthday, but I've wrapped it up so I don't have it to show you, but I will put a picture somewhere on here, are magnetic dolls. So now that she's getting a little bit older, she's into changing outfits of things. So like, I thought paper dolls are fine, but not for little kids because they'll just rip them to shreds. You have to cut them out. So they're better for older children, I think. But the magnetic dolls are really nice because you can chop and change different outfits. They also come in more diverse sizes and colors and races and things, which I think is important. I think they do a great job of doing that. I will link the one that I purchased down below, but I think she'll have a lot of fun. You can also travel one, so you can take it with you somewhere or do it in the car or something like that. So I think this is a good gift that will last many, many years for her. And I mean, for a boy too, we're not discriminating, but I know for my daughter, she's gravitated towards something that we have similar, but I wanted to get her something just for her. So the next thing is definitely something that is more of an investment. But if I can tell you for a toy what a return on investment is, this is by far the best investment I've ever made. For both of my children, I feel like this lasts throughout the ages, anything from probably 2 years old and up, and this will give you hours of playtime. I'm not kidding. So, any guesses what I'm talking about? These are our famous Magnetiles. If you don't know what Magnetiles are, they are essentially like a Perspex material with little magnets inside. You can build as many different things as you can imagine. The original Magnetiles are very pricey, so you can buy a kit for like 100 pieces is $100 or something. They're expensive, and you do get cheaper versions, so if it's not on your budget, you can look into the alternatives. I'll have some listed down below. They are such a great gift. You can buy small packs or big packs, and you can expand upon them. I think we have 2 or 3 packs now. and I just keep them all in this sized container, which is really heavy. My children play with Magna-Tiles almost every day. They play together, they bash things down, they build the most amazing things. My 5-year-old loves them, my nearly 3-year-old loves them, but she's loved them since she was 2. I think it's an excellent skill to be able to build. I think it's so great for kids to use their creativity and imagination. It is open-ended play, so really there's no end game. You just let them do whatever they want. They add different things, so sometimes they'll build a train track and then they'll build the Magna-Tiles over the train track to create like a train station. It's a game that can invite other children or adults to play with them. They add in little figurines or like little pops or people or whatever to create a little village with the Magna-Tiles. Honestly, they even challenge themselves by only building in one color, always pink for my daughter. They are really worth the investment. You should 100% consider getting these if you haven't already. As I said, they are pricey, so they're a great gift to get for Christmas or to ask grandparents maybe to contribute to or something like that, because they are definitely worth it. They are basically indestructible and you can add on to them as time goes on. I would recommend you just start off with like the starter basic pack. See what you need before you go and buy all of them, as tempting as that might be. But really, they are a great investment, something to buy with your credit card points or something. A really, really good idea, and they will stimulate a lot of independent play for your children, which we all know we need more of. You know, you can never not have too much independent play from your kids. Then something a little more unusual slash educational, I would say. And again, not a toy specifically, but these are flashcards. And you know, you think, well, flashcards are for older children, but my daughter loves these. I did buy them for my son. They're fairly inexpensive, but they have great pictures on them. These are ones from Scholastic, but you could probably get them anywhere. They have beautiful, very clear pictures on them. So they really stand the test of time for multiple age groups, because my daughter will look at that and you can talk to her that there's a little girl, she's wearing a pink dress, there's a butterfly, what is she climbing, you know, stimulate her language like that. Whereas my son, who is learning how to read, I would have a picture here and we can start going through the letters, we can start sounding out the word. He knows that this is a truck because he can see a truck, but it's just good for language recognition, word recognition, because I think not an expert when it comes to teaching children how to read. You know, a lot of the time we just know words just from sight, you know, just from looking at them, especially the basics. So like, here's a plane, this is a yes and a no. So even though this is something that I guess is geared towards reading aged children, it's something that unexpectedly both of them enjoy and they kind of go through and they kind of play with them a little bit. So highly recommend some flashcards if you want a little stocking stuffer. All right, number 8. If you want to buy books, obviously I'm always about buying books for kids, but these especially if you want to learn something yourself and teach your kids something and you want something more nonfiction, these are the National Geographic books for kids. We have the Book of Why, which is falling apart because both kids love it so much. We have the Big Book of Dinosaurs, the first big book of dinosaurs, which my son is obsessed with, which I think I bought him for his birthday. Really like that one. And then we also have a space one, but there's also animals, bugs, the world, the ocean, probably more of those. So maybe I'll get one more for Christmas. But these books are really great. My kids have loved them from multiple ages. My little one enjoys reading them depending on the book. So I definitely think that's a great idea for Christmas or birthday or the holidays. Okay, then Call Me Addicted to the Queen's Gambit. This is possible. If you haven't seen that show on Netflix, highly recommend. But this was actually something I was thinking about before. But I am planning to buy my son, who's the 5-year-old, a chess set. Now, quick confession, I actually don't know how to play chess, and so I think it would be very nice for him to learn. My husband knows how to play chess, and I think we've both been inspired by that show. But even before that, I have wanted to buy him a chess set and try and find someone who can teach him. My husband's gonna try. Hopefully he can teach him. Or I guess there's always good old YouTube to teach me to teach him. But I think chess for young kids is a great stimulating game, and I know that it is taught in some schools from the age of kindergarten, so 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. So I think he's at the right age now to learn how to play, and I think he could really enjoy it. especially as winter is coming and we need to do things inside, and I think this will be something that will challenge him and he will enjoy. Then the last gift, which I can't show you because I don't have it, give something a little bit more special for Christmas. So this year we are thinking of buying my son a bike. He has a bike, but it's a bit small. So we are thinking of buying him a new bike, maybe a secondhand bike, but something a little bit more special to kind of commemorate the holiday and to say, oh wow, this is a gift that I received Christmas this year. The bike is something that will last him for many years. It's something then that my daughter can ride as well, and I think it's something that's good if you're thinking of gifting your child a kind of higher ticket item or a bigger item, a scooter, a bike, maybe even like a skateboard or something. It's nice to have that attached to a special occasion versus just giving them things all year round. And I struggle with this because my son will come home and ask for things every day or every other day, and obviously I want to buy him these things and I want to give it to him, and that would definitely be easier, but I try and restrain myself, say we're going to put this on our wish list for Christmas and try and go about it that way. But I think a bigger ticket item like a bike is a great thing to save to give for the holidays. So those are my 10 kids minimalist items. I hope that they have inspired you in some way. I really tried to curate a list of things that I have personally tested out for the most part, or things that I am hoping to buy myself, and things that are high quality, that will last you a long time, that last over multiple ages, and that are in multiple different categories. So I hope you found that helpful. Let me know what you are planning to give your kids for Christmas. Maybe we can share some ideas in the comments so other people can get ideas as well, because it's always a little bit of a stressful time, and it's nice to have just a few things picked out for your kids ahead of time. Maybe even buy them on like a Black Friday sale that's coming up, just rather than be rushing and buying very reactive things right up until Christmas Day. No, we are planning things, we are wrapping gifts ahead of time, we are trying to hide them. I'm willing, because my son is finding all my spots in our little apartment. Make sure that you are subscribed, because I'll be putting out a lot more gift guides and holiday related videos, including my next video that will be all about gifts and ideas for the she minimalist. Although to be fair, it could be for anybody, but for the minimalist. So make sure that you are on the lookout for those next couple of videos. Check out all the free resources down below. Follow me on Instagram for more updates. I'm going to be doing an advent calendar this year with my kids about experiences and activities more than gifts and chocolate. I will be Insta-storing those things every single day starting December 1st, so make sure that you're following me on Instagram to follow it along, and maybe you can do something similar yourself. I would love to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!